Hi, Mary Baxter here with episode 11 in the Akashic Records series. We're going to look at a few more soul groups today. The Mintakans, the Polarians, and the Pleiadians. All of these groups came on soul ships like the Syrians did. The Mintakans arriving into the Earth's atmosphere around 276,000 BC. Then another soul ship arrived from Polaris in 235,000 BC, and then come the Pleiadians on a soul ship in 118,000 BC. So starting in 276,000 BC, these soul groups arrive. Earthers are already here, and now millions of people from these other places are now incarnating on Earth from the original individuals that came in. And each soul group is so interesting because each contributes special gifts, faces certain challenges they're trying to work out as a group. And they're doing this through incarnations on Earth. I just find it so interesting, and we're not covering nearly all the soul groups that there are in the context of this series. Now, Mintakans bring a beautiful gift of seeing that free choice, free will only holds in the light. So there is no you're not granted any kind of free choice or free will to do something harmful, to harm someone else, to do something negative. That generates negative karma. It's a debt. And so our positive acts don't generate negative karma. So this is a gift, and the Mintakans are special in that they bring this because they come from Super Universe 7, which is the only super universe that was not contaminated by an organized rebellion in the heaven worlds or astral planes. The Mintakans take their name from their sun, Mintaka, the third star in Orion's belt, and their planet's name is Artuvia. Now, the Polarians come from Polaris, the North Star. This is their sun. And they bring this incredible recognition of the unity of everything and how loaded this unity is with diversity and how all of it is needed, all of it works together. So they bring in a real love and engagement with diversity. They are also extremely loyal and can be very resistant to change. Now, the Pleiades, the Pleiadians, has everyone heard of the Pleiadians? I think so. From the Seven Sisters constellations, these are very fast-paced beings, and they really do accelerate change. And one of the consequences can be a lack of attention to detail. So sometimes this plunging ahead and accelerating change on the part of the Pleiadians doesn't always have the positive results that they, went in with, but who doesn't have that issue? Now, like the Syrians, these four groups, when they came into the Earth atmosphere, the energy to begin incarnating, were all fourth dimensional beings. And they came into this third dimensional realm. So they're bringing much more in regarding time and awareness. Many of the light beings and all of these soul groups have their polarities and graduations along the scales of consciousness from negative through positive. But many of these light being souls are the indigos. And the indigos band together. They're like an alliance of light beings from many soul groups who are preparing the way for the fifth dimension and for the fifth dimensional beings. So when we talk about dimensions, this is, I always like looking at this. So we think of the first, like the beginning is a dot. The first dimension is a line. The second dimension is a plane. And the third dimension has depth, like a cube or a sphere. It has depth. And these beings, these are the crystal beings that become the living, they're alive in the third dimension. The fourth dimension brings in time. And these are the plants, the insects, animals, humans, all fourth dimensional. And then the fifth dimension brings in spirit and the awareness of spirit, which causes us, if we recognize what spirit is, we recognize the oneness, the unity of everything, the one life. Next week, episode 12, we're going to talk about the groups that the Indigo Alliance, the Indigos, have helped to bring in, because they are here now. They've been here for some time. The crystals, the rainbows, and others that are coming in smaller numbers. So I really look forward to sharing some of my favorite soul groups. If you're ready for an Akashic reading, as always, or if you want to learn to read the Akashic Records, please contact me. My information, email, website is right here. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.